good evening, everybody. And how the devil are you on this Wednesday evening? I'm just getting myself sorted here. Make sure everything's out of the way in case something flies off the lathe. Let's hope it doesn't though. Right, I'll bring the guys in. And for your delectation tonight, we've got Scott, the Blue Light Turner, in his mint hoodie. We've got JP. We've got JP Woodwork. We've got Shug, and we've got Jake. So they're going to be keeping everybody up to date with what's going on. I'll shove you guys back in the background again. Oh, I haven't checked the cameras. Hope they work.
Sure they will.
There we
that
go.
One works.
Right.
That one works. We can see you.
Let's see.
I like that one.
Try a different overhead. I want that one.
I like that one.
Don't like it.
I want that one because
Right.
it's mint.
Bear with me a minute. I'm going to move that back along there.
One person says that it just an avalanche.
I want that one because it's mint.
What's that like on the Zoom? Not that good.
Who's zooming who?
Looks like that's been on the wine.
We'll just leave it on that one. That one will do. Right, so what we've got on the lathe tonight is a piece of ash, which is 3 inches square, and how long is it? About 6 inches long. And what we're going to be doing tonight is a gin glass.
Don't drop
We're
it.
going to be doing. Don't drop it, Wayne. I've only got one other glass in the workshop. So that's what we're going to be doing. So the first thing I've got to do is get this chopped in half. Now, let's see if I can find another camera. What's that one look like?
To you. To me.
To you. To
Bring
me,
that up.
to me,
Right.
to you.
So I'll put a piece of cloth on the bed of the lathe just to hold the glass. I've got my Dremel somewhere, just with a cut-off disc on.
Did Wayne
And
say
what
he's
I'm
got
going to
the
do,
dribbles?
is cut off the stem so we can fit it into the wood, and I'll make a new stem out of a piece of ash, which will get painted.
Nice.
The glasses, I get these glasses from, well, over here, get them from Tesco's or Matalan. You can usually get a set of 4 for about £6, something like that.
I usually go to charity shops and things like that. IKEA.
We ain't got no IKEA anymore. They've closed it.
To let you know who's in, Wayne.
That shop.
Yeah, go on.
Glasses
So
don't
going
come
down
with
the
TV dinner.
participants list, we have Barry City, Clinton Wood Dancers, David Ruley, Douglas Mungham, Gerard the French Turner, Jake Thompson, Jennifer, Keith Jarvis, Chris Shrind, Malcolm Douglas, Michael McEwen, Norman Greenwell, Paul Hyton, Pete Cochran, Robert Dolman, Bob Lapsley, Steve Ellis, Terry Bartlett, Tommy's Workshop, Tony Smith, Vicky Bars, Wayne the Woodturner, David Webfoot, Resin and Wood Creations, William Kenny, Woodwork Learner, and Woodworm Paul.
There you go.
Oh, that's a mint.
Hello, everyone.
56 lovely people watching.
Excellent. Cheers, guys. So I will be painting this stem. I'll be putting some ebonizing lacquer on, and the paints I'm using tonight, I'm trying something new tonight. These are called Space Dust by, who are they by? Vallejo paints. And the thing is with these paints is that there's 2 colours in each paint. So when you actually hold it up to the light, depending on how you're holding it up to the light, the piece actually changes colour.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
So we'll see how these work.
Jay's wood turning has joined. And
Oh.
Mark, the gentleman wood turner.
Good evening.
How you doing?
Mark says he
Hello.
made 4 of these today, Wayne, and he used your video as guidance.
Excellent.
Nice one, that.
Well, Jamie and I were having a chat yesterday. We were going through some of my old videos,
Poor Wayne.
and
Oh.
we decided, after looking through some of them, I decided I hadn't done one of these for ages.
Ashley at Kitey Sheds in.
Hello.
TJ Turning. Steve at SK Craft.
Good evening, all.
How you doing?
Loads of people coming in. Alex at Widden Things.
I'm gonna just take this quick opportunity to plug Saturday morning cartoons, Wayne.
Woo.
Yeah, no bother.
So on Saturdays, Jake and myself produce a show over on Jake's channel called Saturday Morning Cartoons, where we do, or Jake does most of the work and I do most of the earworming. And over there we have a lot of fun with resin and casting and resin casting accessories. And we do a lot of giveaways. We have a couple of winners out in the chat and on the panel actually. Scott was one of the winners. And
Yep.
Chris Schwinn was one of the others of the week just gone. So yeah, we have a lot of fun over there. So that's on Saturday mornings. If you're in the States, at what was it your time, Jake? 10 a.m. your time?
10 a.m.
10 a.m. Central.
10 a.m. Central or 4 p.m. UK time.
We'll
I
have,
have a lot of
a,
fun on there.
we'll have a
Woodwork
question in
learners.
the chat. Yeah. We have a question in the chat from Woodwork Learner. He says, "Is it true that some of your old videos are that old they're on parchment, Wayne?"
And then Douglas Farnham goes on to say, says, Wayne, do the Betamax tape still play on your early turning?
Oh, dear me.
Betamax, there's a blast from the past. Eh?
He's only just got off the VHS.
There we go. That's it turned round. Oh, seeing as how Steve SK is in, pop across. I haven't had a chance because it just came out tonight at 7:30, I think it was. But or just before then, pop across and have a look at Steve's new video. He's doing a wooden basin out of cherry.
Nice.
Sweet.
Steve's got a spanner so he could put a link in, couldn't he?
Oh, yes, aye.
And while we're talking the links, a pin to the top of the chat, guys and girls, is the link to Wayne's link tree, where you can get all your mint merch, your drilly merch.
You know you want some because it's mint, man.
And if you really like what Wayne's doing, there's these buy me a coffee, which is really buy me a wine, and you can show
Would
Wayne.
you really buy him a flavoured coffee?
A wine flavoured coffee.
I thought he was saving up for that new Beanie's mince pie coffee.
Oh my God, Douglas Mungham has said he still has Betamax and tapes that still work.
You know that was the choice of the professionals. Betamax was.
Yeah.
Were they
Like
like
all the
those
big-
big discs?
No.
What were they like? The really big compact discs that were like the size of records?
Oh, they were video discs. Yeah, they were video discs, mate.
Wayne and the Big Feeties and Auntie Val's joined us.
Steve's
How you
doing?
thinking. Yeah,
Right,
Wayne
so-
and Val.
I still remember
did-
when
I did
Scott
me-
put a pencil. I still remember when Scott put a pencil in the middle of a CD and started spinning it around and trying to reverse it.
No, that was a cassette tape, mate.
I did measure that stem before I cut it, and it's around about 8 mil at its thinnest part. So I'm going to use an 8 mil drill, and then I'll probably have to get it cleaned out a bit so the stem fits in proper. So I'm just going to drill this now. See how much I need to drill it.
Woodwork Learner said the big discs were the Philips 2000 system.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
right.
We had one in the library at school when we
Not
did
back
the
a bit.
Iranian embassy. When we did the Iranian embassy season in history, that's what we watched it on.
We never really watched anything at school because I used to have one of them watches that used to turn the TV on and off.
And then
Casios.
Then when we got to year 10 and 11, we tended to watch the teacher. Not saying that she was hot.
We used to watch that when we were in the younger schools. We used to watch that at Picture Box, and that music still haunts me today.
They call them TVs, Shug.
Yeah, they call them TVs. So they were big old TVs back then. Now they had a little set of doors that folded out and a hood across the top for some reason.
Did you have to wheel it into the
SK's
classroom?
still got one of them Casio calculator watches that turns the TV over. I don't know whatever happened. Don't know whatever happened to mine one. Used to have some great fun with that though.
Roy's the boys in?
Hello, mate.
Look, boys.
Right, where's that glass gone? Yeah, that's going to need cleaned out quite a lot.
He says it's called an Apple Watch.
All right. Oh yeah, I've got one of them.
Douglas says when Wayne was at school, they didn't have TVs. They had tablets, a stone, a hammer, and a chisel.
There's a bugger for copying.
Tommy
What was
says
it like doing lines, Wayne?
Horrendous.
Tommy says the Philips 2000 was a cassette that you could record on both sides of the tape. Don't know. I kind of remember the name Philips 2000, but I do know that the big discs were called video discs. I remember watching them on, shows me age a bit here, Tomorrow's World. Brian's in the chat. How you doing, Brian?
Hey, Brian.
And Hodgepodge as well.
And Harry.
Hello, mate.
What's up, Podge?
Terry's just dropped in the chat that just to let everyone know, due to internet company replacing cables in his road, there'll be no live from him on Monday. However,
All right.
Mike Walt will be doing a question and answer session instead at 1 p.m.
Oh, okay. Has that affected your postal service as well? Because Huey keeps complaining about no Toblerones.
Well done, JP. Well done, well remembered. Jen Smith's in. Hi, Jen.
Hey, Jenny.
I'll send you this Terry's chocolate orange chocolate, but I don't think it'll be in existence after 10 o'clock.
I'm going to say, I doubt it'll reach the packaging, will it? I wouldn't if it were in this house anyway.
It's been in the workshop for a week and a half, so it's only fair to
I
get
don't know. I've got a edible zebra tarantula here that he can eat.
Well, I'm not being funny, but I think you should leave that out on the table and see if it's still there later on, mate. Go on. But in fact, go in there, open the ice cream, put it on the top. That way you'll get some of the ice cream.
That's not working either.
Shall I go in there now with my mic off and then offer it to Vicky? Actually, what's the time? Is it before the watershed?
Yeah, it's only 8:15.
It ain't going to work, Jamie, because she's in the chat.
Oh.
Oh, dear.
She's just told me that they do Terry's chocolate orange in bars. Yeah, they did that last year. And white chocolate. That's just wrong.
Oh, dear. Gerard the French Turner says, does anybody still own 45 vinyl? Yes, I've got a bit of it, mate.
Yeah,
I've got the black and
I've got
white.
some in the
mixing
workshop
by
actually,
vinyl.
ready to. I've got some in the workshop actually, ready to melt.
Yeah.
Is that because when you put it on the lathe to listen to it the other day with that nail against it, it didn't work?
Yeah, it turns out carbide's not very good for playing records.
No.
Doug Miller's
Found-
in?
You
It's
found
good
the
at
one thing.
scratching.
Hey, Doug.
Found the one thing it can't do good.
Yeah. Negative brakes are awesome though.
Woodwork Learner Stanley's still got some 78s somewhere.
Holy moly. Are they the old what was it they were made out of originally?
33.5 RPM.
Shellac, wasn't it?
Not
I
sure.
believe so.
I think it was shellac they were made out of originally.
The 38s are the little ones, aren't they?
No, 38s.
No, it's 78.
Thir-
He's talking
78.
about.
78s are the little ones.
78s are the size of an album, but less grooves. Then 33s, obviously the album, and then 45s. They're the little ones.
I've got a little one upstairs.
Well, I went down my dad's when
You got a
when
little one downstairs as well.
That's what Joe said.
Oh man, couldn't get there fast enough, man. You beat me to it.
It's not what you got, it's what you got to hammer it home with.
Well, yeah, there is that.
There's 19 stone of me.
No, I went down my dad's. We were emptying some boxes out from the attic, and he had 3 boxes, Walker's Chris size boxes, full of old singles, and most of them hadn't got centers in them because they used to buy them from the bloke who changed them at the Wurlitzer machines. They never had centers in them then. They pop them out.
Roy's a boy says 78s were thicker.
Mm-hmm. Thicker and a lot heavier.
Mm-hmm.
Door 60's in. How you doing, mate?
How you doing?
I think I've got the original
Right, that should be
Basil
enough.
brush upstairs on vinyl as well.
Yeah, that'll do fine. Grand. Get the shape in the stem now.
I've got Chas Dave Hot Shot Tottenham down here somewhere.
What's your mic, Wayne?
Cheers, mate.
No worries.
There you go.
Odd says, question, I came in a bit late. Did Wayne demonstrate how to break off the base of a wine glass?
Yes, he did.
With a
Well, a gin
Dremel.
glass.
And Benjamin says, are the old folk talking about old stuff again?
Yes, Hodgie, just use a Dremel with a cut-off disc. He refused to use the ball peen hammer like I suggested.
Refuse.
Douglas Munger. Wayne has wax tubes with music from 1920. The Charleston.
That's pretty good.
Wayne's nickname is Jive Bunny.
That's why Wayne's always in the mood.
He's in the mood for turning. No sanding.
Rex B's got a question, Wayne. He says, have you ever done a sink for anyone yet?
No, I was just saying Steve SK Crafts has just done one.
Yeah.
He put the video out earlier on tonight.
Do you use Mark's step gauge to help him do it?
Doug Miller said he ordered a 1/2-inch skew yesterday and it come today. That's service.
Very nice.
I did see the thumbnail for that one. Definitely have to watch that because that looks pretty cool. The thumbnail looks pretty nice.
So we have 83 wonderful people watching, but only 30 thumbs up. Please smash that thumbs up, guys. Show Wayne some love and appreciation for all these lives he does 3 times a week.
For when Scott's having a day off.
Douglas Mungham says Wayne has an Edison gramophone.
Oh, I tell you what, it'd be worth a bit of money now, even if you just weigh in the brass horn. Terry replies to Doug Miller and says, "Hi, Doug. Did you buy it from your next door neighbour?"
These are actually the wine glasses or gin glasses or whatever you want to do. They're brilliant for presents. They actually sell very well.
Probably sell a lot better with liquid in them, though.
Probably.
Yeah.
I've never done one of these. I'll have to give it a try.
I did one, Scott. It lives on my shelf in the garage, and just reminds me that it's something that needs to be revisited because I was not happy with it. I didn't realise how unhappy I was with it until I'd epoxied it in.
Funny you say that, Shug. I've got one of your projects here that's sitting on my lathe and he doesn't realise how unhappy I am with it.
Woohoo!
It needs to be revisited.
Well, you'll soon be incredibly happy with it when you've diced it and sliced it. That's what I said to you. Whack on.
Graham Hain is in. He says, hi, everyone.
Good evening.
But more importantly, Vicky says that's a good idea for her Christmas present, JP.
Oh, you done messed up.
You can come out here and turn it then, Vicky.
Chisky's in.
I don't know whose lathe you're going to use, though.
I think she just meant the full glasses, to be fair, JP.
Oh. You can buy the wood then. What's she full glasses for?
Just drink the wine out of the box.
I said full, not four. Not full candles.
Don't tempt her, Jake. She will.
I know.
And the wood dude's in. Hiya, mate.
Evening, Stephen.
Hello, mate.
Was that Stephen came in? Wood dude, did you
Yep.
say?
Yep.
His Instagram got hacked.
Do it.
So he set up a new Instagram page, which I believe is wooddude.uk.
Okay. I think actually I may have.
So just to let everybody know, the virtual craft festival will also be back on the 20th. We've got a few new names returning for that, and a few new names onto the list as well. So I'll just quickly give you a list of names of people that's going to be appearing. I've obviously got myself. We've got Wayne Big Feet, he's going to be on the show. We've got Claire's Crafty Corner, who's going to be on the show this time. We've got James over at Morton Mate. We've got Scott the Blue Light Turner. Heidi Jacobs from Whitehall Pottery. Jake Thompson is going to be on there again.
Woohoo!
We've got Andy Hill going to be on there. Kez from Spirit and Bear. I've got Tim from the Urban Forge. Wayne the Woodturner is going to be on there. Art of Fire, the Glass Blowers are going to be back doing their glass blowy thing. We have Franco Noche with Zach Hildebrandt. Is it Zach Hildebrandt? Zach Herberholtz, sorry. Not Hildebrandt. Zach Herberholtz from
okay.
ZH Fabrications,
Okay.
who's a fantastic forger as well. He's going to be on there as well. Andy Berkey is doing some stuff on his own again. And we have Scott Hampton as well, who's a fantastic wood turner. And finishing up the show is Mr. Cole Jacobson. So,
Cole's all right.
Yep,
Cole's all right.
he's all right. There's a couple of new names there and a few returning names. When you,
Still don't know what I'm doing yet.
when you start getting messages from people like, why hasn't this person been on? And can we have this person back? And I should get them back.
Hodgepodge says, geez, JP again? You guys need to replace that guy.
It's do you know what? It's funny that Hodge says that, because when me and Carl first started this, we was hoping to get to a point where we could run the show and not actually participate in it, so we could get 16 makers and me and Carl not actually be on it at some point. You know,
But then you got addicted, didn't you, mate?
kinda. It kind of seems weird not opening the show. You know, 'cause it's kind of it's going to sound weird saying this, but it's kind of been my little baby, this the Virtual Craft Festival.
Oh.
Did you burp it?
Kinda.
Hold it upwards and burp it.
Threw up all over me.
Oh. Addicted.
Would you call me?
You said you're addicted.
That's what threw up all over you.
Wayne Big Feet says, I bet you had no one asking for me. We did, Wayne. We had Valerie asking. She wanted some peace and quiet.
Aw, Vicky.
No, it doesn't mean that, Vicky.
I've just discovered
You're taller than me, Vicky.
I've just discovered there's a great crack in this right up at the top of the stem.
Are you joking, man?
I'm not joking, man. I'm not going to do anything about it, because obviously the glass is going to be glued in with 2-part epoxy, so hopefully that'll fix it, so it won't come to bits.
Rex B has a question. He says, Master Wayne, what size drill bit did you use, and please, and how deep?
Right, I used an 8mm drill bit because the stem, its sort of thinnest part here, is around about 8mm. Then I cleaned it out, and I just used what's left of the stem is for the depth of how far I drilled it, and I marked that actually on the drill.
Just the tip of the drill.
John Hayes has
Hayes
got a question,
Oh,
mate.
go on, mate.
Yeah,
He says, wood furniture shrinks and expands. When turning a large piece, will the wood shrink and expand?
right. How do you mean by large piece?
I guess if it was wet, it would warp.
It will. Well, yeah. I mean, some of the big balls that I've got, they tend to get stored in the house before they go to any shops or anything. So the humidity in my house may well be different to the humidity in the shops and things. So there will probably be a bit of movement until it finds its own level, if you see what I mean. Right, I've got only 400 here. That's not it.
Yeah. So you like the country of Texas, for argument's sake. So Jake could turn a piece and send it to the other part of Texas, and where humidity is different.
The bowl
And
turns
we
into a
could-
boomerang.
Yeah, there you go. The ball turns into a boomerang.
And Gerard the French Turner says, "All hail the Wood Jedi. Would it be possible to have the wooden part coming higher into the glass? I mean, starting more or less higher than the bottom.
Yeah,
Does
I
that
would
mean
imagine it
just
would, wouldn't it?
like cupping the bottom of the glass?"
Yeah, you could do. You could do. Quite a lot of people do actually do it like that.
Mhm.
It's just that I've got a preference for doing the. I've got a preference for putting this sort of design on when I do them. Right, so I'm just finishing this off with 400.
Douglas Mangum says, question. Does not all wood move summer and winter?
Now, again, it really all depends. If you've got your wood in your house, you're probably going to get a bit of movement between summer and winter, because obviously during winter you've probably got your central heating on, which means it's probably going to be drier. Whereas in the summer, you may well have your doors and windows open, which might let a bit of humidity in.
Wayne, I can help you here a little bit. When he says, will it move between the summer and the winter? It depends if the flood is made, doesn't it?
Well, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
If you're sitting on the roof and watching it sail out through the front door, then yeah, it's moved a lot.
Right, so I'm just going to put some
I had a funny
sand and
feeling
sealer
you
on
might
this.
come up with that one, mate.
Rex B says, with the awesome job Steve did on the sink, will it shrink, expand, creating leaks over time? I haven't seen the video yet, but I presume Steve will have put a resin coating over it.
Yeah, I don't know what he's finished it with. I haven't had a chance to watch it yet because I was out here.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet, but I presume he would have put a resin coating over it to make
the
it completely waterproof.
the ones that Carl does, because Carl Jacobson's done quite a few sinks, and the ones that he does finish with resin, because obviously you've got to make them watertight.
Katie's in. How you doing?
Katie.
It's okay.
Right, so I'm just knocking back the
And
acrylic sand and sealer with one of the orange Webbrax pads, and now I'll get on and spray this with the ebonizing lacquer.
Oh, look at that.
There we are. Now turn the speed rate down. That's turning at about 150. Just let that go a couple of minutes till it dries. Give it a wee helping hand with the hot air gun.
Alex of Widden thing says Steve used Rustin's plastic coat.
Yeah, Rustin's plastic coat, that's used a hell of a lot for waterproofing the likes of bowls, goblets, things like this, but I'm sure you can actually paint it on as well for the likes of sinks and things like this.
Katie would like to know what you're making.
I'm making a gin glass, Katie. So obviously I've turned the stem. I've broken off the stem on the gin glass, and that's going to fit in there once this has been painted.
It's actually a Mike Walton inspired goblet.
No, it
Well, it's
can't
gonna
be
fl-
tonight.
Well, it's going to fly out the chalk.
No, it hasn't got a cup for the goblet. Vicky wants to know what's your favourite piece of wood turning you've ever done.
Mark Stroughton's in. How you doing, Mark?
One of my
So, Mark-
favourite pieces. Tell you the truth, one of the favourite pieces that I've done was a piece of Burr U that I got from Keith when we were down at Deals a couple of years ago. Was that a couple of years ago? First time we went to Deals?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Keith wasn't at the first one, was it? Or was he?
Yes, he was. He was
Yeah,
at
he
the
was,
first
yeah.
one.
It was,
Yeah, he
yeah.
was at the first one.
I got a lovely big piece of Burr U from Keith. And he gave it to me. He said, all I want you to do is turn something, put it on the VB and turn it. So I actually did that in the live.
One of my favourite pieces that you've done is actually the piece that Dale has actually got.
Oh, the U sculptural piece.
Yeah.
Oh, the one on the mantelpiece. Yeah.
Yeah, it's on the stand. Yeah, that is nice. Right. We've got a choice of colours here.
Keith Jarvis
Okay.
says he's been trying to do goblets today. Scores on the doors. Goblet 0, funnel 2.
Oh, dear.
Right, so the colours that you get in this, orange and violet, electric blue intense violet, green and blue violet, bright golden brown, old gold and grey violet, and red and gold. So each of these
That
has
old
got
gold one sounds nice.
there's two colours. So depending on how the piece is turned in the light, it'll show up the different colours.
Jigsy Shed's in. Hello, John.
Hi, John.
Right. Seeing as how Shug's in the chat.
He's going for blue, isn't he?
Oh.
Settle down. Settle down.
Electric blue and intense violet.
Yes.
Intense. We didn't need that.
Don't change camera, mate. Gonna rock
There we
come
go.
through. Shug's got his blue.
I'm probably going to be using these colours when I do the crafty as well, but on a platter.
So, are they like the iridescence? You need to put them on a black background.
Yes, you need to put them on a black background. Yeah. Where'd I put that paintbrush?
Behind your ear.
While we're talking of iridescent paints, can I do a quick plug for tomorrow night, Wayne?
No.
Why, what are you doing tomorrow night?
So tomorrow night on my live is we're going to be doing a piece for Remembrance, as it's 11/11 tomorrow. But we are also going to be auctioning off a Joe Sonia starter pack that was donated by Lynn at Joe Sonia UK
That's nice.
for fundraising. So all the money raised tomorrow, it's worth $41.99 is the current price. So you get 6 bottles of
Bloody hell, that's
paint.
gone up.
6 bottles of paint and one of the big bottles of Flow Medium. But all the money raised from that will be going to the Poppy Appeal.
Nice.
Nice.
Settle down, Huey. I can
Oh,
hear you over there.
yeah, yeah, mate. I'm here. I've got stars in my eyes that I can just see blue.
It's a twinkle. Call it a
It
twinkle.
depends how you look at it, Huey. You might be able to see violet.
Yeah.
No. It depends what kind of a teenage hood you had, because let's remember, Electric Blue was a series of films.
So Chris at Bailey's Woodworks in.
Hi, Chris.
Hiya, mate.
It is Chris at Bailey's Woodworks, isn't it?
It is.
And Chisky says DuPont came up with a paint like that for automobiles back in the 90s, and they called it Chrome Illusion. Ooh,
Katie
look
says,
that
"Oh, that's so cool. I'm a Royal British Legion standard bearer."
up. Nice.
Oh, nice one, Katie.
Yeah. So the actual piece from tomorrow night's going to be going to Jamie's dad as a veteran. But I thought it'd be nice to try and do something for the Poppy Appeal at the same time.
Nice.
Vicky, that's just strange. I'm not singing that.
Twinkle, twinkle, little bluey Huey, how I wonder what you are.
Weird. That's what
Vicky,
I am.
are you coming on to Huey or something?
It's just that box. It's that box wine, man.
I'll probably go in there and find her passed out on the floor.
Joe's in. Joe Senior, how you doing?
Hey,
Hello,
Joe.
Joe.
And Katie says she's just been promoted to the main standard and not the deputy.
Excellent.
Nice.
Oh,
Nice.
I forgot to swap over me veterans badge tonight. It's still on me jumper, sitting over there. Forgot to put it on me smock.
That is lovely colour, that is.
Oh, I don't want to part that off yet. Paint isn't dry.
But then I am mildly biased.
That is very nice. I do like that colours. I might have to get some of them paints.
It's when I'm standing here, just on the bottom of the base here, it looks blue. Up the stem, it looks purple, and then on the top of the stem, it looks blue again.
Yeah. It's
Imagine that drinking. Imagine that while you're drinking. It'd play with your head, wouldn't it? It's like, is this my glass? No, this is somebody else's. Is this my glass? No, this is somebody else's.
It has
Vicky
been
wouldn't care
asked.
whose glass it is, though.
Gerard and Robert have just asked, what are the brand of the colours?
Vallejo.
They are called. They're from Vallejo, and they are called Space Dust. Now, the first time I saw them used, it was a guy that follows me. He sometimes comes into the lives as well. James Cassidy. He did a couple of Budweisers the other week, inspired by some work at the Wizardry in Wood that was on a few weeks ago. But he used these paints on them, and he showed them at one of the meetings I was at. So I thought, yeah, I'm gonna have to get some of them and have a go. If you go onto Google and just type in Space Dust paints, that's them just about dry. I'll see if I can find any lacquer. Not liquor, lacquer.
That's all right. Liquor will do, mate.
Right, where have I got?
Inside voice, outside voice.
Nothing wrong with a bit of alcohol, mate. Flick the camera over, Wayne.
Oh, sorry.
That's
Sorry,
all right,
guys. All I'm doing is putting the lacquer on at the moment. Can you see the colour shift?
Yes, Gerard, it does appear that they can be used with an airbrush.
Yes, they
Yeah.
are. They are thinned down so they can go straight into an airbrush.
Yeah, the colour is shifting, Wayne, because what we're seeing, what I'm seeing anyway from here, is the main section stripe all the way up is blue, but then when you look at the top and the bottom of it, it does look as though it's shifted to a lilac-y purple.
Yeah.
The tips are purple.
Yeah.
I think these paints will look awesome on a platter.
Yeah, I reckon you're right, mate. Yeah, very, very nice.
I've actually started to bubble that. Right, I'll leave that a little while without the hot air gun. Put too much heat on there. I'm probably going to totally cock it up by trying to knock that back. But we will see.
Just go around and try and tap it down, Wayne. See if that works.
Ooh, still a bit sticky.
Joe, it's called Vallejo. Was it Space Dust? Was it, Wayne?
Space dust, yeah. Tell you what might work better than using that.
I just looked it up on Google, and for the people in America, it says it's found at Hobby Lobby.
Nice.
I was looking it up for someone else, not me. You know what I mean?
For people in the UK, it's found in Amazon.
Yep.
So
Let me see.
that's what I've found. Just under £20 it is.
Nice.
Yeah. They come in three. There's 3 sets that you can get.
That's also true in American Amazon. I have to get some for the next time I paint mahogany. Sound good, Jamie?
I'm not saying a word.
I could tell.
Just stick to your milk paint.
Okay.
Benjamin says, I decided to order Space Dust sherbet instead. Is that the one that crackles in your mouth? Because I do like that stuff.
No,
No, that's popping candy, isn't it?
Yeah, but
that's
didn't
what
it used
they
to be
call it,
called
space dust.
Dust? Yeah.
Do they?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm getting there. Getting there. So what I'm using at the moment, I'm just using some Yorkshire grit just to get rid of that lacquer, seeing as how I buggered the lacquer up by using a hot air gun.
What
My
dude says,
mistake.
don't snort Space Dust.
I think I'm going to have to actually sand this back.
That sounds like the voice of experience.
Yep.
Right. Put some more paint on.
Vicky says she loves popping candy. Vicky, you like all sweets.
Rex B says he's found space dust in Hobby Lobby for $25. Does this make it twice as blue, Wayne?
Oh, obviously, aye.
Oh, I like
watch
it twice
out.
as much.
Hold him back.
Hold on, guys. This isn't Matt Wackley we're talking to here.
What I'm seeing is if it didn't work out the first time, it should never have been blue.
You wouldn't say that if it was blue and white, though, would you? Eh?
No, it should definitely be blue and white. I think it
Yeah.
should be just blue.
Mike Hughes in. He
There
says,
we go.
"Good evening, 90 times over."
Good evening.
Good evening
Yeah.
to you, Mike.
Good evening.
91 people in Wayne.
Excellent.
Fantastic. Please hit.
Must be the blue.
That there was
Yeah.
a cock up. I should have saved it for Saturday.
92 now.
Right, while that's drying, I will mix up some 2-part epoxy.
So please hit that thumbs up, guys. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give that notification bell a ring. That will let you know when Wayne's on or any other content like Wayne does. And if you really like what Wayne's doing, up in the top of the chat, you'll find a link to Wayne's link tree. And in there you can find where you can buy him a coffee or get some of Wayne's awesome merch that he's recently started doing.
Right.
And Woodwork Learner says, the paints also come in thermal colour changing too, but it is harder to get. Nice. And John Hayes is asking a question, Wayne. He says, when painting on wood, is it wise to just regular sanding instead of wet sanding?
I never wet sand, so I wouldn't know.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the honest answer to that. I have never wet sanded on wood.
JP's just dropped you a lovely little £2 chat, mate. He said, Vicky sort of said practice piece. LOL. What do you mean, don't blame you, Vicky? Of course we're going to blame you.
Yeah, it just goes without saying.
If in doubt, blame Vicky.
Yeah.
When you're sure, blame her anyway.
See, they know you.
Oh, is that camera moved?
It has now.
It has now.
That
might even be better on
Look
there.
at that.
Yeah, that is lovely.
No, what's the teal one like?
Ooh.
Jen Smith said, it's always the woman's fault. LOL. Yeah, but I'm not telling her that because she'll kill me.
Good girl, Jen. Good girl.
Right.
Maybe the woman just started behaving herself.
So now what I've got to do is try and get some 2-part epoxy in here without getting glue everywhere.
You can do it.
You might add to the effect. Just try and do it without laughing, Wayne.
Okay.
Go
I'll tell you
on,
what,
you can do
I'll-
it.
do it without having a rant.
Oh, I haven't had a rant for ages, have I?
No.
Yeah. Maybe if you have one, you might stay calm.
Douglas Munger says, Wayne, it looks a dog's bees.
The dog's
Cheers,
danglies.
Douglas.
Lots of nice comments out there already, mate. And I haven't even got the glass on it yet.
That's because you might drop it, Shug. Shh.
Imagine what you could do if you used carbides.
Oh,
Roy,
Yeah, go on.
go on, Shug. No, you do it, mate.
Okay, Roy's the boys asking. Question. What black paint and lacquer did you use, Wayne?
Right, I used chestnut ebonizing lacquer, but you can just use just a black spray paint if you want. And the lacquer I used was chestnut acrylic, but don't do what I did and use a hot air gun to dry it. Let it dry naturally.
Unless you want a bubble effect like I did in one of my videos.
Yeah, unless you're going for the bubble effect.
Yeah.
Hashtag shameless plug.
And don't forget that Chestnut Products is 30 on Friday. So Friday evening is a quiz with a prize of £50 for the charity of your choice for the winner.
Nice.
Right, let's change camera. I wonder if this will actually change. Because that glue obviously isn't dry yet. Is it
Oh, yeah,
changing
you can
colour, do you think?
Yeah, you can see the difference in
Yeah.
the colour there.
black
Yeah,
and
So
right.
you get the different colour changes and everything. So that's gin glass.
Yeah,
around
when you-
about £6 for 4 of the glasses, and you just cut the stems off. I know in the States, in craft supplies, America, you can actually buy the glasses with the stems already cut off, but I think they're a bit expensive.
You can in the UK as well.
Yeah,
I think
Turner's
I've
Retreat
seen
do
them.
them. Turner's Retreat
Yeah.
do them.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I think Yandles do them as well. I'm
Oh,
not
right.
entirely. I'm not 100%, but I'm sure I've seen them somewhere.
Cheaper buying them from a supermarket and chopping
yeah.
the base off.
Yeah, that's what I do. I'll get them from a charity shop and just help them out.
Douglas says the paints are $18.99 from an Amazon shop. And
Yes.
Gerard replies, Douglas, that is wrong. It should be $12.99.
The thing with the ones you buy though, Wayne, you can obviously see it, but people can't. Is the stem isn't very big.
Yeah.
Whereas at least
that.
if you cut it, you can get further into
Yeah.
your piece.
Yeah, you can get deeper into the hole.
Let's bring the guys back in.
running in there deep.
Real deep.
Here we are.
Vicky
So,
says
that's
she
not bad.
wants one.
55 minutes.
Vicky,
Not bad, mate. Not bad.
Vicky said,
Now,
"I want
when
that
I
one."
usually do this is the first time I've used these paints. When I do the gin glasses and the wine glasses, because I do quite a few of them, I tend to use the Joe Sonia's iridescence on them, just with different effects.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Vicky's like, I want
Joy's
one.
saying they actually make wine glasses without any stem at all. Yes, they do, Joy. Yes, I've seen them.
They're called mugs.
No, they go in the top of the bottle, mate.
They would. They would actually. I can't remember who was talking about it earlier on, but you could actually use them just to actually make a dish part on the top of the stem, so the glass actually just glues onto that.
Yeah.
The only problem with that is,
I was going to say we was talking last night, Wayne. We was going. One of these is going to be one of your wine cups.
Yes.
Ooh. Steve at SK says Nick still uses a wine glass, Wayne.
Mint.
Vicky
Thank you,
just puts
Nick.
a straw in the bottle.
In fact, since I was talking about gin, I might just have a gin tonight when I get in the house. Right. Anyway,
Ooh, sounds like a plan.
thanks everybody. Thanks everybody for coming along. I enjoyed doing that. First time using those paints, and I do like them, so they're going to get used a fair bit now. Not overly expensive, and they do work. So I'm going to end it there. Much appreciated for everybody coming along, and looking forward to hopefully seeing you again on Friday. Scott's on tomorrow night. Steve SK will be on Friday night. The Chestnut Quiz is on Friday night. Me and Jamie will have a premiere out on Sunday.
Saturday morning
I've started Saturday morning cartoons. How could I forget that? Saturday morning cartoons. I've started to use a regular time slot now for my premieres on a Sunday, so I'm going to do mine at 10:30, just before Jamie does his at 11 o'clock. That way, at least you'll get some decent music before the crap comes on.
Steve says he's not on Friday.
Oh, he's not on Friday. Sorry.
No.
Okay. And then a week on Saturday. A week on Saturday, it is the virtual crafty. So.
And I'm just crossing Wayne off the list as we speak. That last remark.
Steve said he'll be at Yorkshire headquarters.
Oh, of course he will. Of course he will. A bunch of the guys are going up to see Joe and Glyn this weekend. Jamie and I were supposed to be going, but financial constraints have put a block on that, I'm afraid, because I was really looking forward to it. They are going to be finishing off the huge bull that a bunch of us started a year past February.
Yes, a few years ago.
Yeah,
good fun.
Nearly 2 years ago.
Can I just put it out there? Can I just quickly put it out there? Steve, stay out of the bathroom this time.
Uh-oh. Yes.
Alan Takelin's done about back.
Although he did fix it at the same time.
Don't want them anywhere near the water taps. Right, that's it.